Gee, that's a big one. Okay, open your bail. This fish is a big one. My name is Zachary McNaughton, and I am not a professional angler. I've been fishing for over 20 years, and the one thing that these years have taught me most is that I have a lot to learn. So let's meet some of Vermont's true master anglers, and together we'll discover some fishing techniques and explore the many species that this great state has to offer.
We are fishing on Lake Champlain for Longnose Gar with castable gar flies. We learned this from Drew Price. He uses a fly rod. Oh, I just got hit. Okay,
Gar are found throughout the lake. They tend to be found in shallow, weedy bays. I don't find them in water more than like 5 or 6 feet deep, typically.
He's turning it. He's got it. He's got it. Yes. There we go. Gar and fly.
But I'm sure they go deeper. You find them lounging on the surface. They're great fish for sight fishing, and that's what we've been doing all day, is chasing after the gar that are visible on the surface.
we have ladders in the front of the boat because it is easier to see them. These glasses are really important because if you don't have these, then you won't see, you only see like 2 or 3 gar. Because you'll see all the gar with these polarized glasses. We drive around with a trolling motor and look for them. They're long and they have spotted tails.
That's a piggy wiggy. Holy crap! Oh
Wow! Seeing that out of the water.
Oh my god! And look at it, it survived an arrow shot. It's gone right through, look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
That is crazy.
Okay, here she goes. When you're sight fishing for gar, you really got to put the fly or lure, basically there's really no difference, in front of the fish.
This is a gar fly. The gar's teeth get tangled in this string. We put teeny tiny little hooks in there for the fly to be legal.
And if this was the fish, you'd want to cast past them and beyond them. And then you're gonna move that fly in front of them. And they're not gonna do anything until you get the fly past them, and then they're gonna chase it.
You usually put the gar fly right in front of their nose, and they either bite or they don't bite.
When you're presenting the fly, you got to make sure it's moving. Biggest mistake that anybody makes with any kind of predatory fish is the fish starts chasing it and they slow the fly down or slow the lure down. Keep it moving. If you think about any kind of bait fish that's being chased by a predator, it's not going to slow down when you've got something big trying to eat it. It's going to keep moving faster.
You got him?
Yep.
Nice.
So basically keep stripping the fly or retrieving your lure at a pretty rapid rate, even increasing the speed.
If they're following you to the boat and they haven't bit you yet or you haven't caught them, just reel up fast and try to cast again. Because if you keep reeling, then they'll come to the boat and then they'll see the boat and swim away.
A lot of times they'll grab it when it first passes, but if not, they'll follow it, and they'll follow along off to the side and they'll slash to grab it, because they kind of slash to one side or the other to grab their prey.
And when they follow it, and do not set the hook. Don't set the hook.
Don't set the hook.
Right. I remember that.
No,
right?
hold on.
Oh, no.
You set the hook, dude.
No, he yanked.
Yeah, but you set the
In
hook.
the beginning.
Yeah.
It's really important. One of the most important things about gar fishing is to not set the hook. It takes a lot of practice.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
Don't set the hook.
Okay.
Do not set the hook, because they'll just come off if you set the hook.
The gar will grab onto it And you kind of have to, you don't give them slack. You don't really do anything. You just kind of hold still for a minute and let them get it tangled in their teeth.
You kind of just wait for them to freak out.
What they're gonna do, they're gonna grab it, and then they're gonna head thrash. When they head thrash, that wraps it up around their teeth.
Okay.
One of the biggest challenges you got when you're gar fishing is expect to bleed.
We wear really thick leather gloves so their teeth can't get us.
Because you are going to have to get this thing untangled from their mouth. And, as you may have noticed, it's not the easiest thing in the world. So covering your eyes with a piece of cloth, wearing a pair of gloves is going to really help you out.
You put this on their eye, because if you don't while you're unhooking them, then they will freak out and they might hurt you. So you always want to put this on their head, and then you usually take like a screwdriver and stick it in between their teeth, and then take a pair of pliers and take the threads with the pliers and take them out. It might take you a little bit. Don't rush, and then you can go back to fishing.
Keeping the fish upside down is going to help them stay calm, as well as having that towel over their eyes. And then you use the hemostats to pry their mouth open a little bit to be able to just kind of work the strands of the rope free. And then they're good to go.
All right, there she is. Heading back.
One of the great things about gar is they breathe air, they're tough as nails, and they can be out of the water for quite a while, and they're going to be fine.
Things that you have to be careful with gar is they do, if you're picking them up, they're really strong, so they will flail and hit you. And the other thing is you don't really want to hold them by their mouth.
Definitely loosen your drag a little bit. These guys do some pretty spectacular runs and jumps, so you want to be ready for that. Especially the bigger ones. They're going to go. They're definitely, they don't like to stop. And you might think that they're done when they're right next to the boat. They're not. They're not going to be ready. Zach found that out the hard way today. He tried to grab a fish that wasn't ready, and it went for a good hard run. The big fish that I got today went for a massive run, and you got to watch out for them. They're squirrely. They'll act all calm in the boat, and then they're just going to go completely berserk. And watch your legs, because I've definitely had chunks taken out of my shin.
There's another one. Before she freaks out, she's going back. Or as she freaks out, she's going back.
They have really sharp teeth, and their teeth can cut you, and you'll be going to the hospital. So you gotta be careful of their teeth and when they flare around. Hurry up!
Got it. Let him go.
I didn't mean to check on that.
All right, get ready to put him in the water. There she is, baby.
Oh, that was not as planned.
You're gonna do this with a fly rod. I'm using a 9-foot 8-weight Orvis Recon. Great rod. I've got it matched with a Mirage LT reel, and this is an Orvis Flats line. Basically, any 8, 9, or 10 weight fly rod is going to be able to handle these big flies. Sometimes I weight these flies, sometimes I don't, but you need something that's going to be able to handle it and make an accurate cast to about 40 or 50 feet. So any of those, any rod in that class is going to work. As far as spinning rods go, medium light to medium heavy, with 20-pound braid, 10-20 pound braid is going to work fine. I'll often do it with about a 4 or 5 foot leader of 15-pound fluorocarbon. I do not use a leader with a fly rod or with a spinning rod any longer. Their teeth are not cutting teeth, they're just grabbing teeth. They're like little needles, so they don't typically cut the line. So really, if you're using like a fairly stout leader, I use a fairly short leader. This thing is about 6 feet long. It's 18 pound. that's gonna cut it for you.
Gar are native species. They are millions of years old. They lived when the dinosaurs were alive. We should respect them and not shoot them because they're really cool fish.
That's not a baby, though. That came out of nowhere.
I know that big one that I saw.
Another one is gonna freak out, so I'm gonna get him back.
Wait. Oh, I just lost one.
Probably for the best.
Got one.
Get down, get down.
Sorry, guys.
Get ready to open your bail, open your bail, open your bail, open your bail. I'm back in the water.
Yeah, I told you he's a big one. Sorry.
Ready? Here you go.
Today was one of my, I think it was my, like, we caught the most fish I've ever gar fished before. So, yeah, it was a really good day because it was really calm. And at the beginning, it was really hot. And while it was super calm, they like really calm water and when it's really hot. So, yeah.
Thanks for watching this episode of Vermont Master Anglers. For more content, visit our Facebook page at Vermont Master Anglers. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like and subscribe.